Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap that bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us, we have the Sangean. This model number is MMR-88, and I'll perform a daytime medium wave band scan. First, I'll go over features. Second, I'll do a size comparison. Third, I'll start cruising the daytime band. I decided to bring it back out. It's been a couple years since I did a video with this. It'd be kind of neat to show the new subscribers on my channel what this radio is about. It's probably one of the best AM/FM receivers in an emergency radio that you can buy, and the audio is decent as well. So it definitely is recommended buy under 50 bucks. You can check out the comments section of links to this radio and also in the video description. Definitely a worthwhile investment if you're looking for an emergency radio. This is probably one of my top picks. I really enjoy this radio, especially for its reception capabilities. So let's go ahead and look at features of it. On the left-hand side, we got a 3 LED flashlight. And it's got like an armored plate here in case you drop it. It kind of protects the corners. Show you how this light works. On top is the power switch for the light. So we have a high mode, a low mode, a flasher, and an SOS. And it goes back to off. So neat setup. It's nice to have an emergency. 2 LEDs. One is weather alert, so if you have an alert come through that starts flashing. The second light is charge status, that it's charging, and when it turns red, it's getting an extra boost. There's a solar panel on top here, and if I cover that, you can see that light goes away, so it's pretty sensitive. All right, and of course that power switch on top for the light. So here on the front, we have an LCD showing current time, 11:06 a.m., that's Central Daylight Time. I'm near Chicago, Illinois, so you know where I'm tuning from. Buttons on here are like rubberized. It's kind of nice. We have volume control, pretty basic. Again, very simple to operate this radio. Preset, you can preset 19 presets, and you can mix them AM and FM wherever you want on the 19. It's kind of nice. Also, when the power is off, if you press and hold this, it'll go into a firmware mode, and you can also adjust the stepping from 9K to 10K on AM, and I believe 50K to 100K on FM. Let's go check it out. It's been a little while. Keep holding it. Okay, yeah, so there's 100 FM or 50, so that's neat. There's only one station that I know that I'd want that for 50. It's 8750 FM. We do have that near Chicago. Here's your AM. You can go to 9K, 10K, and goes right back to time. So pretty simple. You band select, and of course, if you hold that down while the power is off, you can set the clock. Weather alert mode. You can turn on the weather alert. This way, if anything's going on, like it's storming outside, this will go off. But you are using power, but just keep in mind that if you are using power, maybe just plug in the USB. And it says it's in alert mode while it's activated, even with the radio off. So go ahead and turn that off. Here we go. Got a power button, press and hold, turn it on, press and hold, turn it off. Tuning up, tuning down, stepping, or seek. And down here, if you press and hold this, the siren goes off. It's pretty loud. Here's a little speaker that sounds really good. It's actually very nice. It's probably because of its deep cabinet. I really like this radio. It sounds great. Going to the right-hand side, you can see it's got an armored plate, spot for a lanyard. Here's a rubber jacket. Pull this up. You'll be greeted with a nice headphone jack. Headphone experience is amazing because it's FM stereo. Rock on. We've got a USB out for charging phones. I don't really recommend it unless it's an extreme emergency since the capacity of the battery isn't very high. We'll get to that. Micro USB to charge the radio. There you go. You can kind of see that, the light. There you are. So yeah, it kind of keeps it water resistant there. It's a better jacket than most. This fits fairly tight here. If I can get that back in there, seated. Yeah, so this works out pretty good. Let's get that. There we are. All right. So yeah, top I showed you. It's got the FM antenna here. There's also an internal antenna for the AM band. FM uses a shorter wavelength, uses the whip, and the medium wave or AM antenna uses an internal antenna that's specially made to receive AM signals. Some people don't know that. So here we go, Sangean, got a little tag there, serial number. You can see it's got dynamo crank, awesome. It's actually really easy to crank. I like this one, very easy to use. Down the bottom, it shows you charge input, frequency ranges, yeah, all your basic information, and the battery compartment at the bottom. There you go. This is running on an 18350, 850 milliamp hour. Okay, battery. I complain about it being kind of small and under capacity compared to today's market, but use it as a radio, not as a charger. And the cool thing is, what I like about this radio is that these little batteries, if you own a flashlight that uses 16 340s, like these cells here, they fit in this radio. So you can get some companion flashlights. Just thought I'd do a little plug on these. So for an SC21, just found recently, these are great. And the Through Night W1, I think it's like $19. This one's like around 28 or so. But great little mini flashlights that run on these little batteries. They actually fit inside this radio. So you could actually, if your batteries run on low on your flashlight, you could put it in here, charge it with the solar panel, or charge it with a dynamo, put it right back in your flashlight. I love it. Or you can run the radio from these little batteries because their capacity is pretty decent. This little one's 800. This one here is 650. So not bad. Good to have extras of those. Plus you got the flashlight if you need it. Yeah, little plug for those. So let's go to a quick size comparison and we'll start cruising the band. So here is a CC Pocket. This is a AM/FM weather band radio as well. On the small side, it just doesn't have a dynamo or solar panel or rechargeable batteries. It just runs on 2 AA's, but gives you an idea. Over here we have the CC Skywave. This one's awesome. AM/FM shortwave weather. This one here does everything, except doesn't have dynamo or solar again, but it will recharge because it has the input, which is nice. I usually use this as my frequency checker for analog radios, but this has a digital tuner, so no issue. Do not need this. Big idea. Last but not least, a deck of cards. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He loves Sangean solar radios from China land. He's Eco Man. Yeah, you get the idea. Deck of cards, right? Okay, cool. Universal, I like to use that. So let's go ahead and turn this on. So press and hold. I'm not sure where I was on the band. Okay, I'm at the bottom. It has a sleep timer, battery life indicator. The band you're on, AM, frequency 530. Pretty simple. So we can start tuning it. Of course, it defaults back to the clock. There's no way to change that, fortunately, but it doesn't bother me. It's an emergency radio. So let's tune. This is cool. This is an example of directional tuning for AM stations. Keep in mind, the newbies don't know this, but the veterans do. The internal antenna is usually horizontally orientated in the radio, and you point that horizontal edge towards the station you're trying to receive. This is 540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. You can't hear it yet until I turn the radio. There you go. So that's how medium wave works. So you don't need to raise that back antenna, use the internal antenna. Now another neat feature is this right here. It's a Terk Advantage Passive Loop. I'm going to put it next to the radio, perpendicular to where that horizontal antenna is. Think of it as free power, free gain. It collects energy on a copper loop, and it sends that energy invisibly to the radio's internal antenna. This is pretty nice. You can improve the signal.
And if you're a parent, and you have the time to do it, and the wherewithal to do it.
There you go. Kind of killed some of that noise. All right, let's keep tuning. Let's also get an amber light. See that? I like how nice that is. Nice and even. Just a quality radio.
Yesterday, it's titled "The CDC Hits a New Low."
Here's 560 WIND, Chicago, Illinois.
That's how he begins his short comments. But yesterday, the Centers for
about that now. Hopefully we'll learn more in the trial, but I think that most people who've been kind of assessing who he was and why he did what he did have been looking at his social media presence, which was quickly wiped off the face of the internet. But
here's 580 WILL, Urbana, Illinois. So this station's actually south, which is that direction. And so when I said the horizontal orientation, when you set it up towards the station you're trying to receive, it can be that direction or that direction. So if the station goes to the south, you can still point the radio to the north and it'll pick it up. The same as if I turn it. You can listen.
As an extremist in conventional terms, there was not evidence that he was
Goes away.
Basically pretty
comes back in. There you go.
Conservative, suburban.
Fun. Did I say it was 150 miles away? Yeah, it's a cool station. You can always pick that up. This is a faint station. This is WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan, about 140 miles away, going over the Great Lakes. Let's see if I can improve it with that Terk Advantage again. If you love AM band, definitely pick one of these up. I always put links to this, and I sell a few of these. When you guys buy something, of course, I get a little bit of a percentage back, which is nice. Doesn't come out of your pocket, and you help the channel to continue. Go ahead and tune us in.
My apologies. If you're on your way to work and you can't stand the music, well, you know I love you. You guys are great. I love my...
So, great investment. You might spend about the same cost as this radio for that, but you'll never wear it out. It doesn't take batteries. It's all, like I say, free power. I use it every evening, actually, with my radios. The neat thing you find out is you can actually run your radios at less volume when you use a passive loop. Even if the station's fairly strong, use that to bring in an extra gain, and then you can lower the volume, and it's like you can conserve the batteries just a little bit. Now, it may not be a lot, but it's enough. Let's keep tuning. Here's another distance station. This is 600 WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. It's 175 miles away. We'll improve it again. Tune it. You gotta tune it to the station. There's a tuner here. Hope you guys can see that. There we go. So I'm gonna try tuning it to the frequency, keeping it perpendicular to the top of the radio.
Yeah, so a lot of times I'll have my patients bring in pictures of what their smile used to look like, or maybe, you know, they really love their smile when they were in high school.
It's a big difference. This radio definitely, that's great that it helps. It's already got good reception on its own.
Does it take so much longer to say,
620.
I copied and pasted it, or I copied
WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 52 miles that way, so as I turn it, it should sound better.
Like if you ever,
But are you really shaving a lot of time off?
when I used to travel a lot, I used to listen to other people's conversations, because when they were close by, I wasn't like, I guess I was eavesdropping, but I wasn't, you know, writing anything down or tweeting it or anything.
Sure.
But
Okay, so this is 640 WMFN, Peatone, Illinois. So yeah, this is a Hispanic music station. I can't hover on it, believe it or not, but pretty cool. Those of you who live in the Southwest are like, another one of those? We only have a few, so not too many in my area.
And I personally have been saying since camp, I don't know that Duke Shelley is good enough at the nickel. So I'm excited about Jaylon Johnson, and Jaylon Johnson had him a fair amount.
So as you can tell, Sports Radio 670 WSCR, The Score, Chicago, Illinois, home of the Cubs.
But a lot of it has to do with when you have an offense and a passing game that is functioning properly, and it's on rhythm, and you...
Next strong station will be WGN.
Skin and chapped lips, but also sore throats, bloody noses, and higher chances of catching a cold. Consider adding a whole home humidifier to help protect your family.
720 WGN, cool station. In the evening, we'll get Zoomer Radio on 740. Right now, we're not going to get it. Some people can with bigger radios. During the day sometimes, depending on weather. But yeah, I'm not getting it. Winter months, when the days are short, sometimes you do. Okay.
On Rota-Wise's Miracle House, and he was, for a friend, he was trying to call about the suicide attempt that the friend was going to make. And
so this is 750 WNDZ, Portage, Indiana.
Today. And I'm like, oh, I'm on that.
It's 15 from Mannheim in, 290 outbound. You're all clear. Stevenson, no inbound delays. The outbound Stevenson, 17 out to the Tri-State.
780 WBBM, Chicago. I gotta go a little quicker.
To before Route 83. That's
running behind. There's a lot of stations to cover.
Driving it home with Patty Vasquez. Weeknights from 5 to 6 p.m. on WCPT 820.
That's Willow Springs, Illinois, 40 miles away. Nice. It's a left wing station. Oh, I think there's only one on the AM station, on the AM band here in my area. I don't know if you guys have left wingers, but we do have one station. Okay, there's a real faint station here. This is out of Milwaukee, 400 watts, WNOV. So when I move it, we might be able to pick it up. So not bad. 52 miles away, 400 watts. Nice. This is kind of a far station here. This is WKR, East Lansing, Michigan, about 200 miles away. Turn it all the way up. I do hear him talking. Let's see if we can bring the loop in. See if we can tune him in. Okay, there you go. That's about as good as I'm going to get. Pretty cool. Nice. About the farthest I'm going to get. It's cool we picked that up. Turn this volume down so we don't jam our ears.
ReliefFactor.com or call 800-4RELIEF to find out.
So 890 WLS Chicago.
Dan Bongino.
This is very disappointing. He's one of my favorite players to watch in the league and makes their offense go and is a dynamic part of what they're able to do.
The Big Badger 920 WOKY, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Rushing yards and rushing touchdowns again this season.
149149. Again, want to throw out the phone number there for the Relevant Radio Pledge Drive.
There you go, Relevant Radio 930 WBKM, Sandwich, Illinois.
Through the Relevant Radio app, or you can support us with your donation.
Okay, we got some music on 940 WFAW, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. Nice.
Me is the fact that the reading for today, the gospel reading that we have, it's really amazing to me. Out of all the possible options,
Little clicking sounds picking it up on the tuner. 950 WNTD, Chicago, Illinois, Relevant Radio.
So today, it's a
document. I'm actually familiar with what he's talking about, and there is a grain of truth there, but it's only a grain. And here's the thing: the way recycling is handled.
WHA, Madison, Wisconsin.
You throw it all into a single bin, and then it's left up to the recycling facility to separate
About 70 miles north,
out of it.
northwest.
Some of the things in that bin can be recycled in a carbon efficient.
Not see it. The Cincinnati Bengals were getting the ball back down 3. They stopped the Jets.
So here we are, 1000 WMVP Chicago, which is southeast.
And they, believe it or not, like they were very efficient with, they had all 3 of their timeouts. So
Turned away from it.
The ball back. It was like 4th and 19. You knew Cincinnati down points, had to punt it back.
Keep going.
Osobom, które odbierają
WNVR, Vernon Hills, Illinois.
W dniu 31 października. I to są...
This is what gets me. I was reading this story and going, Grandma and Grandpa, and I'm talking...
1050 WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin.
But used to be Polish, Mexican, black, whatever. But
1060 is Benton Harbor, Michigan, about 100 miles away. We can bring the loop in just to see. I'm having fun with this loop. Hopefully get through the band. Just a hint. We do have clear skies. Okay. Let's keep rolling along here.
To enter the Ultimate Fan Sweepstakes presented by Palermo's in conjunction with the Green Bay Packers.
Here's WTSO, Madison, Wisconsin.
Palermo's Club Style Pizza at the many retailers we talked about. Now each 586-441-0285. 586-441-0285.
WNWI, Oak Lawn, Illinois.
El Señor de día y de noche es como un árbol plantado a la orilla de un río que no se seca y da su fruto a su tiempo.
WMBI Chicago.
La palabra del Señor. Entonces, las bienaventuranzas en
Okay, 1130 WISN, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Center of the storm of vaccine mandate showdown Monday here in New York. We'll bring you the latest and all that in a second. Clay brought up a great point before the break.
The correct place for these cases to happen is in the state courts, not in the federal courts at this time.
So this is Hope for Your Life, Christian Radio, 1160 WYLL, Chicago.
Because the way Jordan said, it's moved up through the system so quickly, and the things are moving so rapidly that it's really kind of, I mean,
We're going to turn on Squirrel here. See if Squirrel makes an appearance on 1180. Okay, the Squirrel makes an appearance on 1180 WSQR, Sycamore, Illinois. Yeah, they got some cool music. It comes in pretty good. Liking it. Cool. Think of Cheech and Chong.
¿Sabes por qué? Porque mis amigos de Community Tax se van a encargar de tus problemas de impuestos. Sí, señor, señor.
Let's see, 1200 WRTO, Chicago.
O te están por embargar. Si tienes declaraciones de impuestos atrasados por hacer, tienes que llamarle a...
Masiva. Dicen. Yo he preguntado, dicen, no, ya había desfiles en México, sí, pero de ese tamaño, dicen que...
KWKRS, Waukegan, Illinois, 1220.
¿Alguien de ustedes vio esa película, la de Spectre de James Bond?
Sí, sí. Southern Wisconsin. So, you now just expanded your network. So it's been a very rewarding program.
Well, that it has. And you're the right person. When they started talking about the program, I went on
WCLO, Janesville, Wisconsin.
You fit right in there.
Molte delle nostre commedie ed ora può ascoltare solo audio l'intera commedia Letto matrimoniale. Grazie.
WSBC, Chicago, Illinois. $12.50, I think is yeah, how come it's not coming in clear? Typically does until the evening. This is WSSP, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's 5,000 kilowatts during the day, so I'm guessing it's pointed in different directions. So let's go ahead and loop on it.
But I'm not there staying for 5. And Baltimore, they've been a disappointment for the most part, haven't they?
There we go.
They only have 2 losses.
Definitely needs that loop to pull it in. But most of my radios have that same issue, so. Here's 1260, Monroe, Wisconsin. Bring the loop back in real quick. Again, having fun with this passive loop. Come winter, the signals might be steadier. Let's see. Alright, keep going.
Shrimp and grits, hush puppies, it's all there waiting for you. It's a Southern Thing restaurant. $25 value while supplies last, half price.
Shopping on the radio.
On the show today, spend $20, get a free lunch with us
Awesome.
as well.
WBIG, Aurora, Illinois.
The attractions. Oh, and that doorbuster, don't let that spook me.
Doorbuster. We got music here. Cool. This is the Fonz, WZTI, Greenfield, Wisconsin.
W takim razie, Pani Elżbieto, wróćmy na chwilę do początku naszej rozmowy, bo
WRDZ, LaGrange, Illinois. Gotta go a little quicker. WIBA, Madison, Wisconsin.
Or you can call 800-792.
I know.
WNTA, Rockford, Illinois.
There is a report from ESPN's Adam Schefter that Von Miller is being...
I'll take a little break now. Dan's got your local news. The weather forecast coming up. It's going to be chilly. That's funny. They describing it here on the weather forecast.
WLBK, DeKalb, Illinois.
Too chilly.
Okay, so we got music on 1380. That's WBEL, South Beloit, Illinois. Love it.
Branch of Living Grace Church, up next.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not reflect the staff or management of Inspiration 1390 or iHeartMedia.
Inspiration 1390. Okay, this is WGRB, Chicago, Illinois.
Thank you for tuning in to the Living Grace Church broadcast of Pastor Philip S.
Okay, 1400 WRJN. Some classic music there from Racine, Wisconsin. Nice.
Reduce those to $2, $4, $6, $8, and $10 respectively. I've got plenty more deals and savings to share with you. I'll of course talk about our upcoming promotion because, believe it or not, we've got another one for you already.
Shopping radio.
And we'll talk more about deals and savings.
Gonna buy a radio off the radio.
This is Tori with your radio shopping show.
Yes.
Steakhouse at 365.
So we got cool stuff. Radio shopping shows. I mean, where do you guys have them in your area? Let me know in the comments section. WRMN, Elgin, Illinois. Beautiful.
From down under. You're gonna love your lunch.
All us old farts listening to our radios. Let's call them up. Let's buy something off the radio. I mean, who does that, right? But I want to. This is what are we on right now? Okay, it's 1430. WEEF, Deerfield, Illinois. Got lost for a second. On a digital radio? Yeah, I know.
In this highly competitive real estate market, of course we encourage
Gotta move. WROK, Rockford, Illinois. WRLL, The Real. This is Cicero, Illinois, Hispanic. So we got Iron Country, country music station on 1490 WGEZ, Beloit, Wisconsin. It's kind of nice. We got country music too during the day, and then you got WSM at night. WLUV, Loves Park, Illinois. Got some classic music there. WGLB, Port Washington, Wisconsin. I could bring the loop in and definitely make it sound better. It's a great receiver, though. WTTN, Watertown, Wisconsin.
30분 전에 죽은지가 나흘이 되었으며 벌써 냄새가 나나요.
WCGO, Evanston, Illinois.
있는데 현재 우리 주님께서 역사하실 것을
Directly east.
알고 우리 주님하고 같이 지금 무덤 앞에 있는데 이 마르다는 무엇을 보고
Traffic Advisory Radio, Lake County, Illinois.
And Father Matthew Spencer is our spiritual director. He's a priest.
WSJP, Sussex, Wisconsin.
Superior and shrine director for the
I think it's relevant radio as well. Catholic radio.
And Father,
they want your input and guidance early and often.
WOZN, The Zone, Madison, Wisconsin.
When it comes to a serious subject like underage drinking, they want to know your expectations.
Program.
ComEd is committed to powering lives throughout the Chicagoland area. Listen every Tuesday to the 3:30 Focus, featuring our friends at ComEd. With news and information coming to you from every direction, here's a team you can trust. It's the Commentators, WVON's exclusive group of thought leaders, sharing their perspectives on
So they gave the call letters there, WBON, Chicago, Illinois. All right, so cool. We'll go ahead and turn this off. So yeah, there it is, the daytime, wait, press and hold, turn it off. The daytime medium wave band scan. Medium wave means broadcast AM band, for those who don't know. Hope you enjoyed it. Give me a big like if you do. This radio is absolutely amazing. If you're looking for emergency radio, definitely pick one up. And then, pick yourself up one of these little flashlights, like this little guy, W1. Really affordable. This thing's like $20. It even comes with, like I said, an extra battery, so you could actually have a backup battery for your radio already. Already. So that's awesome. I do like that. Good combo. Or if you're a fan of the Sofern SC21, this is a bad boy. A high capacity battery. This one's magnetic base as well. This one's a little stronger construction. If you like something that's going to last, this will probably last a bit longer just because it's built a little stronger. They're both good lights. I like them. But I'll have links to those below as well. And with that passive loop, the Terk Advantage, I can't tell you how much I use this. I use this every day, every night. It's definitely the one to get. Definitely tunes well. So there it is. Two, if you enjoy Sangean radios and you want to see more what they have to offer, the new stuff coming out, make sure to hit subscribe at the bell icon, get notified of future videos where I do band scans, mini reviews, comparison, things like that. And of course, lists. If I put together a top list, you get to check those out. And three, comment below what you think about the Sangean MMR-88. It's an older radio. It's been out there. You see a ton of these videos about this radio on YouTube. But hey, I'm going to keep giving it attention because it is an excellent radio. There's so many junky emergency radios out there. There are. There's some ones that aren't spectacular at all. You know what I'm talking about. Quality, I'm waiting on the CC Solar right now. So from Seacrane. And when I get that, I'll compare them. Definitely. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you in my next video.